Hinckley, I want to start with a question that I believe every BYU fan is dying to know. How much can you squat?
How much can I squat? Man, I don't know. I don't know how much I can. Probably rough estimate, maybe closer to 600.
600. Wow. See, I assumed the answer with those legs was going to be all of it.
No, I wish, man. We got some really strong guys, other guys that are super strong on the team, man.
Well, it's, from one leg guy to another, and clearly that's a joke. Anyway, how's camp been going? I mean, getting sort of to the dog days, I would imagine, ready for a game to be here. But all in all, how have things gone?
Oh, it's going great. I think we're firing on all cylinders right now. The biggest thing that as coach been preaching on is just discipline and execution. I think we're on our way right now to doing that really well. And yeah, camp's been going really good. I mean, I'm having a world of a time just being back out here. Running around, playing ball again. It's a dream come true. So I'm enjoying it, soaking it all in.
How much does that affect things? Just the fact that you're healthy and you're getting opportunities, and just I would imagine from a mental standpoint, it's just night and day.
Oh yeah, it's a huge. Obviously going through the injuries and all that, and be able to be back on the field. I mean, it's a huge, for me, it's a huge opportunity. I mean, I love being out here, being back with the boys again, and just, playing ball, being back. I mean, I feel like we went through the whole summer off-season just working out. Now we can just play football. And I think, you mentioned earlier, I think everybody's just trying to get to game one now. We're just excited to start playing. So,
what excites you most about this upcoming season? There's so many things that you can look forward to, but for you personally, what are you looking forward to the most?
I think personally, just being back out there with the boys. That's been my biggest thing. I enjoy being around these wonderful young men and being able to, come together to achieve one goal. I think that's something that's huge. And so, being able to be part of that again, it means a lot to me. And so, personally, I just look forward to making plays and having fun, man, along the way and going far, man. We're aiming for the top, so we're excited.
You talked about this a second ago, but there was an interview, and I think Spencer was the one that did the interview with Coach Roderick, and he was talking about how this year there's so much more accountability, and you talked about guys being sort of dedicated and digging in. Have you noticed that as well, that everybody's taking accountability for themselves and for the team? How much has that helped, do you think?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, it's huge. I think that's the biggest thing that our strength coaches were preaching to us, and Coach Kalani throughout the whole offseason, is just the importance of accountability and making sure that we hold each other accountable, even for the littlest things. And I think that's what's making the biggest difference, in my opinion, from this fall camp to last year fall camp. It's just you can feel the sense of urgency and the sense of accountability, not just from the coaches' standpoint with the players, but just the players amongst each other. And I think that's really awesome.
Overall, how has the offense progressed since the start of camp?
Oh, great. I think we're right on track. I mean, obviously the young guys, we're trying to get them up to speed and so forth, but I think we did a good job again of this offseason of just making sure everybody knew what they were doing, so that when we came fall camp, everybody's just playing at a high level and being able to just go out there and not having to think of what they have to do. And I think that's the biggest thing. You're going to see players that it was their first time in the offense last year. That's just not the case this year. You know what I mean? I think everybody has experience. Everybody knows the playbook, and I think that's what's going to be a huge difference for us.
Regardless of how the quarterback battle plays out, what have you seen from that position in terms of their leadership and leading this offense up and down the field?
I mean, exactly that. I mean, they're leaders on the field. All of them do a good job of coming out, taking command of the offense. I think that's the thing that you look for in the QB, a guy that comes in there and takes command of the offense and instills confidence in every single player, you know what I mean? So that he's going to go out there and execute no matter what's going on or what, around us and stuff like that. And so I think the QB room is doing a really good job of coming out there and doing that. So
I know that you were not a part of it last year, but the running game and the offensive line took some heat last year, and all the players have talked about how it feels different this year, and they are playing with the chip on their shoulder. Do you see that as well?
Most definitely. I think coming off of the year that we had last year, that's a huge thing. From not just the offensive line, but the running backs and tight ends. We're taking pride in that big time this year, and I think every day. That's like one of the biggest goals. We talk about it before we come out here. It's just we're just trying to run the ball into people's faces this year, and make a statement every time we do. And so,
how good is the offensive line looking? How good can this offensive line be?
Oh yeah, really good. I mean, we got guys all over. You know what I mean? We got some dogs on the O line. And so a lot of experience as well. And like I said, being able to have those guys had a year already in the, you know what I mean? There's no really new guys really coming in, you know what I mean? These guys know the playbook in and out, and I think that's what's going to make a biggest difference. These guys are going to be flying around, moving bodies, and it's going to make our job easier as running backs. All we got to do is just make the right cut. So
obviously you're going to carry the ball, so I mean the easy answer is that, but where do you hope to make the biggest influence? Like what do you hope to bring to this offense that you really think that can be my specialty?
I think that the biggest thing for me is just I feel very comfortable, like personally, yeah, I feel very comfortable, you know, obviously, you know, running outside of the tackle, catching and doing screens and stuff like that. The biggest thing I've been trying to focus on this year is just being able to be very comfortable within the tackles, and I feel like that's something that I've took a huge leap from prior years, you know what I mean? And every practice I feel like I've been slowly progressing towards that. And so, I mean, personally, I think my role is just to, you know, I'm obviously one of the older guys on the team and one of the veterans, is I just try to help the younger guys, you know, continue to bring energy and things like that to every day in practice and stuff like that, and just overall just be a leader. So
shameless plug, Hinckley and I sat down for about an hour earlier in the summer for an episode of the Deep Blue podcast, which will be coming out, so check where you get your podcast. But we were talking about your family. So how's the family doing right now?
The family's doing great, man. Everybody's doing good. My wife is, we're about 5 weeks away from the baby coming on. So there's a lot of things going on. I go home, I feel like there's something new that's always in the house for the baby, and it's getting more and more real, you know what I mean? And so we're super excited. It's such a great time right now in our life, and we're enjoying it.
What is more nerve-wracking for you when you think about it? Is it maybe picking up a blitz, or is it when the baby cries and you have no idea what you're supposed to do?
I'll be honest with you. I think I'm more nervous of fatherhood than it is to run the ball. Running the ball is something I enjoy and I love, and so being a father is something I'm going to have to learn. You know what I mean? So, but I've had some really good examples in front of me, and so just going to see what happens. And you know, I got a great companion that's going to help me along the way. So
you said about 5 weeks, and then it'll be real, right?
Then it'll be very real. Exactly.
Hinckley, it's always great to talk with you. You're such a great personality. Thanks for taking a few minutes, and good luck.
I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you.